everybody to GenHope, but this is the GenPower section of GenHope. This is where we want to inspire, motivate, but more importantly, we want to empower you to be everything that God's called you to be, whether that be in business, finance, relationships, no matter whatever it is. Now, to do that, I didn't want to do that on my own, so I've come with my main man, Mr. Earl Lynch from the Kairos. I was about to say academy, but you don't want to say academy. Experience, that's it, yeah.
Experience.
From the Kairos Experience. Now, this guy's going to tell you all about himself. Now, this guy is worldwide, and he's going to be dropping nuggets every single Monday. You got to subscribe to our social media because you will be missing out on some power. Okay, so Earl, introduce yourself.
All right, first of all, I want to say a big thank you to this guy here, Denzel Edmead. We have been colleagues for ever since we've been in business.
Yeah.
But the Kairos Experience is all about helping people to do these things. And I just want to share with you, if you come over here. All right, Denzel just mentioned about challenge, motivating, and empowering. That's part of our mission at the Kairos Experience. Our organization is here to challenge, to motivate, and empower people to achieve improved results at work and a better quality of life outside of work. And the way we do that is through training programs, courses, and events that make learning fun. We believe that if you're having fun, you're gonna get a lot more out of your learning and you're gonna do more. So that's our mission right there. If you look at the name, the Kairos Experience, the philosophy behind that is that the Greeks have two words for time. The first word for time is chronos, which is measured by the clock. The second word that they have for time is Kairos, which is what we call a moment of destiny, a moment when something special happens, a moment that God deems appropriate. And what we do is we help people to think more in terms of moments rather than in terms of what happens on the clock. You know, so we really are building this philosophy for business, and what we aim to do is to help individuals create moments that will change lives for good. So that's what we do for individuals. However, for business, our aim for business is that we want business to make money, save money, look good, and feel good. So when Denzel talks about, you know, Gen Invest and all of those aspects, we are absolutely dovetailing with each other on that. Let me tell you a bit more about our business. In terms of our values, we have 6 values: to inform, to inspire, and to drive action, and also to challenge, motivate, and empower. Those are our 6 values, and we build that into everything we do. Our style over here is that whenever you do anything with us, whether you are on a training course, on a conference, whether you're being coached by us, we aim to make everything business relevant. But we're going to do that in an engaging way. You will not get death by PowerPoint through us. You'll always be up on your feet. You'll be working with small groups. You'll be working with large groups. We'll get you involved up and down. We'll move around the room. We'll be involved in games, quizzes, all sorts of great engaging techniques to make sure that your learning day goes really quickly, but you have a lot of experience on the way through. We build in amusing activities. Like I just said, if you're having fun, you're probably going to learn a lot more. And finally, everything we do, we want it to be most memorable. So that a week, a month, a year later, you're still talking about your learning experience. You're still bringing elements of it into your working day. And you're going to enjoy that. So that's what we do in terms of our style. In terms of what we actually deliver in terms of services, we have consulting, we have coaching, we have courses, we have conferences, and we also do a counseling service as well, you know, right down to the individual level. In terms of what we actually deliver, there's 5 areas that you'll see that we deliver in. Leadership, we deliver in team building and teamwork, we do sales excellence. In fact, if I just stop on the sales excellence, we are the ones who help Microsoft. We teach Microsoft salespeople how to sell software. We've been doing it for the last 20 years, and it's probably one of our benchmarks and one of the greatest companies that we could ever work for. If I carry on to our personal excellence programs, we do a lot of personal excellence programs, right down to personal development. Many years ago, I was trained in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and to this day, that fundamental personal development program still affects everything that I do in the way I conduct myself you know, that and the Bible are probably the key things that have got me through to be the person that I am today, and I'd love to share some of those elements with you. And finally, we teach facilitation and presentation skills. We have an academy, and the academy enables us to train a number of people each year to learn how to get confident presenting themselves, being able to put their points across, whether they're coaches, whether they're managers, whether they're leaders, whether they're trainers and developers of other people. Because at the end of the day, if you can stand up and deliver confidently, you're going to be a lot more influential in how you come across. And we all know that influence is power. So we encourage people in that. And that's been very, very helpful. Just to tell you a few statistics, we train on average about 625 participants in programs per year. And out of those 625 people, the average score on our evaluation sheets are approximately 4.5 out of 5. And we get that for 93% of the people who come on our courses. 93%, that's a bit crazy, isn't it? 93%. However, 100% of the people are going to do at least one thing differently, one thing more positive, and one thing better than they did before they came in. So we're really proud of that statistic. And we probably deliver around 800 hours worth of training and development per year. With the advent of social media and what we're going to do, we're going to be doing some great things, and that number will go up exponentially with what we do with Denzel and GenHope and with the whole of the Gen Invest and Gen Fit. Just moving on very swiftly to the far side of our chart. Over here, you can see that although we're a local company, we have a global footprint. We have visited over 46 countries over the last 9 years. So at this point there was 42 on there, so you'll go around, there's countries like Spain, there's Brazil, Argentina, there's Mexico, the Americas, we've been to Canada, we've been to Australia, India, China, Borneo, you name it, there's quite a few countries on there, and that's just to name a few. Europe, we haven't even mentioned the European countries. And then down here, it shows that if we actually took an assessment, we would do enough air miles to travel around the world 3 times per year. Now that's a huge carbon footprint. So one of the things that we are also doing is we're getting involved with more online learning. Online learning will enable us to get a lot more done across the internet, and indeed using social media will mean that we won't have to get on planes, buses and trains as regularly as we do now, and that we'll be able to do a lot of learning from here. So basically you've got a picture of the Kairos experience and what we do, what our philosophy is, but there's much more to it than that, and we really hope to engage with you a lot more over the next few weeks.